Hello students, welcome back to today's class on pair of linear equations in two variables. In the previous classes we started what is a pair of linear equations in two variables, and we also learned few methods on how to solve the system of equations, how to solve a pair of linear equations, right? So let's continue our discussion with the same thing and let's try to discuss more applications. My name is Avinash and I'm a graduate from IIT Kharagpur. Let's start today's session. So let's try to discuss once again about elimination method. In the previous class we discussed about substitution method as well as elimination method also. Let's try to take one more question based on that elimination method and then we'll discuss more applications. Okay, so what is the question given here? 3x plus 4y is equal to 25 and 5x minus 6y is equal to minus 9. So we need to find, or you need to solve these two equations to get the values of x and y which satisfies these two equations. Right? So let me write this once again. 3x plus 4y is equal to 25 and 5x minus 6y is equal to minus 9. 5x minus 6y is equal to minus 9. Let me write it properly. Right. So how to solve this one? You need to, this is an elimination method, right? You will not substitute. We'll try to eliminate either x or y. Okay, so for that, let me multiply the first equation with this number 5 and the next equation with this x coefficient, that is 3. So what are the new equations we are getting? 5 into 3 is 15, 5 into 3 is 15x, plus 5 into 4 is 20y is equal to 25 into 5. 25 into 5 is 125 and 5 into 3 is 15x. Minus 6 3s are 18y is equal to minus 27. So let me try to subtract these two. So if you subtract these two, gets cancelled, 15x and 15x. This becomes plus, so that becomes 38y is equal, this becomes plus 125 plus 27. 125 plus 27, that will give you 12, 5 and 152. So 38 and 152, is there any relation? Let's try 38 fours. Let's try to understand. 38 fours, 8 fours are 32, 4 3s are 12, 13 14 15. Yes. So 38 fours. Okay. So y is equal to 152 by 38, which will give you 38 fours. So once you get y equal to 4, substitute back in any of the equation to get the value of x. Okay. So if you substitute y equal to 4 here, so 3x plus 4y, 4 into 4 is equal to 25. So 3x plus 16 is equal to 25. So 3x equal to 25 minus 16, which is equal to 9 if I'm not wrong. So 3x equal to 9 and x is equal to 9 by 3. We will get the value as 3. So what are the x and y values we're getting? X equal to 3 and y is equal to 4 is the solution. X equal to 3 and y is equal to 4, 3, 4. If you want to verify, just substitute those two values in these two equations and you should get the exact answer on both the sides. LHS and RHS. Left hand side and right hand side should be equal. Right. So this is about elimination method that we have discussed in the last class. We also discussed substitution method. There are one or two more methods on how to solve pair of linear equations that we are not going to discuss now, but we are going to discuss in the coming classes, right? So now let's try to take more questions based on this elimination method. But here the equations are not given. The primary role of us is to create those equations. We need to frame those equations based on the given data. So what's the question here? Rubina, okay, so there is a person called Rubina went to a bank to withdraw rupees at 2000. Okay, so she wanted to take money from the bank. So how much? 2000 rupees. She asked the cashier to give the cash in rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. Right. So rupees 50 and 100 notes. How many we still don't know, but there is more information given for us. She got 25 notes in all. Can you tell how many notes each of 50 and 100 she received? Let us take 50 rupees notes as x and 100 rupees notes as y. There are 50 rupees notes as x number of 50 rupees notes and y number of 100 rupees notes. She got total 25 notes. That means x plus y is 25 because those are the number of notes. X are the number of 50 notes and y is the number of 100 notes. But one thing you should understand, the total sum is equal to 2000. Okay, so 50 times of x plus 100 times of y is equal to 2000. Is equal to 2000. So can we cancel anything? First of all, let's try to cancel 0. Okay, so 0 can be cancelled completely, or simply you just take 10 common. Okay, so if you take 10 common, you can write this as 5x plus 10y is equal to 100, correct? 200 into 10, so 10 and 10 gets cancelled. So we're left with 5x plus 10y is equal to 100. That's okay. Now still you can cancel with 5 if I'm not wrong. So if you take 5 common, you can take x plus 2y is equal to 5 times of 40. So 5 and 5 gets cancelled, you'll get x plus 2y is equal to 40. So the thing is, we're having two equations. One, x plus 2y is equal to 40, and the other, that is the first equation, x plus y is equal to 25. So now tell me how to get the value of x and y. So we can get the value of x and y by elimination method. Okay, just subtract, you can see x gets cancelled. So subtraction, okay, so signs changes, x minus x gets cancelled, 2y minus y is y, and 40 minus 25 is 15. 40 minus 25 is 15, so y is equal to 15, correct? So if y is 15, substitute back in this equation to get the value of x. X plus y is equal to 25, x plus 15 is equal to 25, x is equal to 25 minus 15 is 10. Okay, 25 minus 15 is 10. So x is 10, that means the 50 rupees notes, ₹50 rupees notes, we are getting 10, and ₹100 notes, we are getting 15. So if you carefully observe, the total sum, the total value of the money should be equal to 2000, and yes, you're getting there. You can verify that. Right. So the only thing you need to understand these type of word problems is you will not be given the equations directly. We need to frame the equations from the given information. We need to represent mathematically, and then we need to solve that in any of the method which you like, elimination or substitution. Right. So let's move for one more question. Mary told her daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also, 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Find the present age of Mary and her daughter. So a beautiful application here. No x, no y, but we need to frame from the given equation. We need to represent the given data into mathematical terms. Okay, so let's try to discuss once again. Mary told her daughter 7 years ago. Let's try to understand. Okay, I was 7 times as old as you were then. So Mary is there and her daughter is there. So let's try to take present age of Mary. Present age of Mary is equal to x, and her daughter is equal to y. X and y. So based on these two information, we need to write the equation properly. 7 years ago, Mary is x minus 7 years older. X minus 7 years older. And this Mary is 7 times as old as you were then. 7 years as old as you were then. That means 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, daughter's age is y minus 7. So the point given is x minus 7 is 7 times the age of a daughter then. So that becomes 7 times of y minus 7. That is the first equation. And what is the next equation? Also 3 years from now, that means Mary will become x plus 3. 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Is equal to 3 times her daughter will also increase her age by 3 years. So x plus 3 equal 3 times of y plus 3. So now these two are the equations we need to solve for. You can go for substitution, you can go for elimination, it's up to you. Okay, so I'll go here directly with substitution. I think it is easy. X plus 3 is equal to 3y plus 3, there's a 9. So x is equal to 3y plus 9, and minus 3 will become plus 6. 3y plus 6. Okay, So bring this x value and substitute in the first equation. Okay, so in this place of x, substitute 3y plus 6. So 3y plus 6 minus 7 equal to 7y minus 7 7s are 49. Minus 7 7s are 49. Okay, so 3y plus 6 minus 7 is minus 1 is equal to 7y minus 49. So bring that 49 here and 3y to the other side. Minus 49 will come here, becomes 49. 49 minus 1 will give you 7y, and this plus 3y will go this side, becomes a minus 3y. 49 minus 1 is 48. 7 minus 3 is 4y. So y is equal to 48 by 4. Y is equal to 48 by 4. So 4 1s and 4 2s. So that will give you 12. Y is 12. The daughter's percentage is 12. But still we didn't get the Mary's percentage. So using any of the relations, substitute back and you can get the value of x. So x is equal to 3 times of 12 plus 6. 3 times of 12 is 36. 36 plus 6 will give you 42. 36 plus 6 will give you 42. So Mary's age is 42. Now let's try to understand the question once again as we came to the answer. 7 years ago, the age is 5. 7 years ago, the age is 35. Correct? 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you are. Right? 5 into 7 is 35. Clear? Also, 3 years from now, 40 will become 43 and 42 will become 45. I'm sorry. 42 will become 45 and 12 will become plus 3, 15. So yes, 15 into 3 is 45. Right? Also 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Find the present age of Mary and daughters. The present ages are 42 and 12. You may think that these questions are very difficult to solve, but the point is, you need to convert the given mathematical things in given word problem into exact mathematical equations. If you are doing that very first step mistake, you will be definitely getting a wrong answer. You will never get the correct answer. So the very first equations which you are framing, which you are representing are very, very important. Right? So let us try to solve one more question of the same kind so that it will be easy for you to relate all this. Two angles are complementary. So what do you mean by complementary? Two angles are complementary. What do you mean by complementary? Complementary means sum of the angles is 90 degrees. So let me take x as one angle, y as one angle. So x plus y is equal to 90 degrees. So that information we are having. The larger angle is 3 degrees less than twice the measure of the smaller angle. Let us take x as smaller angle, y as larger angle. Okay, x as smaller angle, y as larger angle. Okay, the larger angle is 3 degrees less than twice the smaller angle. Twice the smaller angle is x and less by 3 units. So we get y is equal to 2x minus 3. Right? So find the measure of each angle. So you can go with substitution or you can go with elimination. As I directly have y, I prefer going with substitution. So y is 2x minus 3, substitute that back here. So that will give you x plus y. Y is 2x minus 3 is equal to 90. 2x plus x is 3x is equal to 90 plus 3 is 93. X is equal to 93 by 3. That will give you x is equal to 31. X is equal to 31. So what is the x smaller angle? So what is y? The sum should be 90. So y will be 90 minus 31. 90 minus 31, that will give you 59 if I am not wrong. So the angles are 31 and 59. Let's try to once again verify with what information was provided to us. Okay. The larger angle is 3 degrees less than twice the smaller. Twice the smaller is 62 and 59 is 3 degrees less than 62. Yes, we can say that it is correct. The answers whatever we got are correct. Okay, so this is how you can try to represent. Let's try to take one more question on this elimination method. A dictionary has a total of 1382 pages. So you know what is dictionary, right? So which gives all the meanings of all the words. A dictionary has a total of 1382 pages. It is broken up into two parts. The second part of the book has 64 pages, more than the first part. How many pages are there in each part of the book? So the point is, what are the total number of pages? Let us take the first part as X. The second part of the book was Y. The book is there, which was torn into two pieces, okay, due to whatever the issues are. And some relation is given as a total 132x plus y is equal to 1382. That's correct. It is broken up into two parts. The second part of the book has 64 pages, more than the first part. The second part of the book has 64 pages, more than the first part. That means x minus y will give you 64. The difference of the number of pages between these two is 64, right? So let's try to add these two. So y and minus y gets cancelled. X plus x is 2x, and 4 5 6, 8 plus 6 14, 3 plus 1 4, and 1 4 5 1 4 4 6. So x will give you 1446 by 2, which is 7 2 1s 2 7s, and again 4 is 2's 2's and 2 3's. So we got one set has 723 pages. What is the other set? As the total is 1382, total 1382 minus 723, which will give you 12, which will give you 7 here. So 6, 5 and 9. So y will give you 659. If I'm not wrong, one second, let us check that. The difference between these two should be 64. Is that correct? 659 plus 64, 13, 12 and 723. Yes. So 723 pages and 659 pages. That is how the book was divided into two parts. The book was divided into two parts, and the difference of the pages was given as 64. Okay. The second part has 64 pages more. The second part has 64 pages more than y. Clear? Okay. So let's move forward for the next one. Okay, so now we are going for the next type of concept, that is reducible equations, which is a very, very important. What do you mean by reducible? See, as we see these questions, you can get an idea that these are not linear equations because the variable is in the denominator. The variables are in the denominator. We cannot directly solve that, but we can solve if we can eliminate those variables from the denominator. So for that, what I'll do, let us take 1 by x is equal to u and 1 by y is equal to v. So now let us try to completely change the terms, the equation terms of x and y to the equation terms of u and v. So 2 by x, so 2 into u plus 3 by y, 3 into v is equal to 13. And 5 into 1 by x, so 5 into u minus 4 into v is equal to minus 2. Right. So now let's try to write it. 2u plus 3v is equal to 13. 5u minus 4v is equal to minus 12. So let's try to go with elimination method to solve this one. So this one into 5 and the next one into 2. So 5 2s are 10u plus 3 into 5 is plus 15v is equal to 13 5s are 65. What about the next one? 5 into 2 is 10u minus 4 2s are 8v is equal to minus 4. Why are we multiplying like this? Because if you multiply 2 with 5 and 5 with 2, obviously their coefficients will be equal and we can directly eliminate it. That is the only reason why we are multiplying with these numbers. Okay. So when you subtract these two, minus plus plus. So 10u minus 10u gets cancelled. Next, 15 plus 8 is 23v. 23v is equal to 65. 65 plus 4. 65 plus 4 will give you 69. So v will give you 69 by 23, which will give you 3. 23 3s are 69. 23 into 3 is 69, correct? So now as we got v value, substitute back to get the u value. Okay, So 2u plus 3v is equal to 13. 2u plus 3 times of 3 is equal to 13. 2u plus 9 is equal to 13. 2u is equal to 13 minus 9 is 4. So u is equal to 4 by 2 is 2. Right? So what we got finally? So we got the values of u as 2 and v as 3. But these are not the values which we are looking for. We are looking for x and y values, correct? So u is 1 by x. So 1 by x is equal to 2, which gives you x is equal to 1 by 2. In the same way, 1 by y is equal to 3, which will give you y is equal to 1 by 3. So what are the final answers that satisfies these two linear equations? Yes, you can say x is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to 1 by 3. You can ask me one thing, sir, why are we taking so many substitutions? So many let 1 by x equal to u. Without that, can we do? Yes, without that also we can do, but definitely not as simple as this one. We need to solve for lot many equations, lot many steps, right? So instead of all those 1 by x and 1 by y, if you can take it as u and v, it will be very easy to solve, right? So let me take one more equation. Let me tell you how to solve that. So again, 2 by x plus 3 by y. So I will take 1 by x is equal to u and 1 by y or 3 by y is equal to v. U and v. Okay, this is the same question that we are discussing, right? It's the same question. So let's move forward for the next question. So 5 by x minus 1 and 1 by y minus 2. If you carefully observe, we are having the same denominators, right? So let us try to take 1 by x minus 1 is equal to u and 1 by y minus 2 equal to v. So the first one becomes 5u plus v is equal to, the second one becomes 6u minus 3v is equal to 1. So now you can solve for the values of u and v. Once you get the values of u and v, substitute here to get the values of x and y, right? So it's a very simple question. I'll give you one or two more questions so that you can try to practice them. So here also you can see denominators 3x plus y, take it as u, and 3x minus y, you can take it as v. Okay, so we can take 1 by 3x plus y is equal to u and 1 by 3x minus y is equal to v. So using these two, we can try to find the values of x and y, right? So please try this. This is a very, very important question. Not just x and y, we have a lot of other information also inside this question, right? So please try that, and the next class I'll try to discuss this question, and then we have a couple of more questions as well in the same background, in the same context, so that we're going to discuss in the coming lecture, right? So we'll try to have one more lecture in this topic, and we'll try to discuss how to solve these equations. Clear? So thank you so much, students. Stay tuned to get the next lecture. Thank you.